Colorado and Washington State apparently have passed provisional legislation that would legalize marijuana in those states this past Tuesday. So we elected a president that gets the headline. But this is one of those things. The NFL's got to be a little worried about this. They have teams in Denver. They have a team in Seattle. I mean, it's going to be a long time before you see people walking down the street smoking joints because there's going to be challenges and some other stuff. But if this becomes legal, the NFL said you can't use illegal drugs. But does this... how does this play with you? If you were in charge of the NFL, would you be trying to restrict this? How do you work with this, considering it's not going to be against your CBA for guys to smoke weed?
Well, I'd put a call into the union immediately because we have to come to some kind of common ground because, as you said, it's not illegal now in the state of Colorado. And, I don't advocate guys, especially during the season, doing anything like that. But in the off-season, if it's legal and you live in Colorado, I mean, who's the NFL to tell a guy that they can't do something in their state?
But even during the season now, it's not an illegal... They say you can't take illegal drugs. If it's not illegal, you could take it. I mean, theoretically, you can do it anytime you want now.
Well, there's other drugs that are on the banned list that aren't illegal. I think there's some stuff that's in Red Bull. Some of this, I don't know what the actual word is.
Yeah,
but
that's not important.
there's other stuff. But one of the things that you have to do is it ought to be equal to every team. So you can't have one team that's allowed to smoke marijuana. No, they have a whole league to look after. And I think that's one of the major things. You got to be fair for every team.
I guess I would say if I were the league, look, there are certain things that we make you give up as a player. I mean, you get a lot of advantages. You get a lot of money, you get a lot of notoriety, you get a lot of fame and all the things that go with that. You don't get to choose where you work. We draft you. We tell you what city you live in. We can trade you. Your kids love school. They've made friends. You love it there in San Francisco. Tough. You just got traded to Tennessee. Pack up, get out of there. We make you do things and give sacrifices. So your neighbor may be able to do that, but we have an image. And our image, that shield, does not want people doing that. We don't want to see pictures of you walking down the street burning the hippie lettuce. No, you get nothing. No,
this is going to be tricky for the NFL because basically in the state of Colorado, alcohol and marijuana are the same thing. I mean, you couldn't envision the league telling guys they can't drink alcohol. So I mean, this is a very slippery slope. And if I'm the league, I'm on the phone with the players union trying to work out some common ground.
All right, let's have some real discussion here. You guys know the league, you know players. I was never a player. Do you think this makes Seattle and Denver, if in fact this becomes law, do you think it makes those cities more attractive for free agents?
Not as a place to go and play football, but definitely as a vacation destination in the off season.
I think it all comes down to money. I think players are going to go where they get paid the most, and whether you can smoke weed or not, I don't think that
you don't get paid. If you're on 4-game suspension for smoking weed, you don't get paid at all. And if you can do it in those two cities, would that be an enticement for somebody if they had a problem or they really enjoyed it or something that was a big part of their life?
I don't think so. I think that if you're going to pay a player more, they're going to go there, and it doesn't matter what city or state it's in. You'll find a way to make it work.
Somewhere Peyton Manning is smiling.
Why?
Because he bought all these pizza places.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes I just walk into it. That's the way it goes.